Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Tonight is Sunday night. It's about 6 p.m. Central, and I'm coming on to make over this gourd. I saw on Pinterest, and mine will be a little bit different, obviously, but sort of the same. So I hope you like it. It's going to be a watermelon with a pig on top of it, and I think it's cute, so hopefully you'll like it too. And hopefully you've had a good Sunday. I hate that the week is coming to an end here, or just beginning. I don't know, whichever one you want to say. Hey, Miss Yvonne, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Good evening to you. And let's see if a few people will come on. I see about 4 people. Hey, Miss Bev Brewer, it's good to see you. I can't hardly see out of my glasses. I've been painting today and trying to get a few videos done. I've only done 3, so I'm going to try to do one more before I go to bed. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Peggy. Hey, Diana, it's good to see you. I'm doing well. Thank you for being here. And we're going to paint this. It's going to look real cute. And let me see here. I need a couple of greens. I got 3 greens. I don't know how much to use. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and because it'll take me a while to paint this. Now, yesterday I had to sculpt part of this with clay. I did use this DAS clay, and let me see what it says in case y'all want to get something. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. It's DAS modeling clay. Okay, it looks like this. It came from Hobby Lobby. Hey, Miss Vicky. Thank you, Miss Diana. It came from Temu. And this is a medium size that I got, and it's pretty good to fit. So that's pretty good, right? Have y'all ordered any clothes from there? Hey, Miss Beth, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, so I sculpted my pig, okay? I saw this on Pinterest. This is going to be a watermelon at the bottom and then a pig on the top. So this part right here is going to be his rear end or his body. Thank you for painting the page. And this will be his tail. I thought that was appropriate. They had used some clay to sculpt a curly Q up the top, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to go ahead and use what I have here, which is the stem to the gourd. Okay, and then I sculpted this on here, and it stayed pretty well. This isn't coming off. I didn't glue it or anything, and I kind of want to put a little bit of glue on there. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. So I'm going to go behind here, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue. This is just that glue gel. So I don't know if this will try to come off at some point. Hopefully not. So I'm just going to go right at the edge, and hopefully that'll keep it. Hey, Amy, it's good to see you. Thank you for painting the page. Hey, Miss Robin, how are you doing? So I sculpted my arms, sculpted my legs, okay, and I had it bent to it, so I kind of let them dry. This morning I was taking the heat tool to it because it was still a little wet in the middle, and it does dry it out pretty good, so it is pretty dry. You know, for all intents and purposes, you may want to wait a couple of days before you do it, but I wanted to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to paint this whole thing, just this top and the pig parts. And I'm going to go ahead and do the arms and stuff first because they can dry. I'm not going to do right here. See how it's still a little wet right there? I don't know how that's going to work. I'll try to do it with the heat tool and see if I can dry it some so it will adhere to the gourd. So I'm going to... The bottom part's going to be black right here, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just a little bit over that. So I'm going to set it right here. And I'm going to get it just a little bit more dry. This one's a little bit more dry. It just depends. So, I guess how thick it is. I guess I could have made it flatter, but I wanted it to be like a pig, you know, so kind of fat and chubby. I'm just going to go over this anyway, even though I'm going to do that black. So this is kind of messy. I probably should have done this ahead of time, maybe. But this is the pig legs and arms. So I'm going to get all over the side here. Hey, Lori. It's good to see you. Thank you for being on here. So I'm just going to kind of do it like this. You don't have to get the bottom. And where's the other leg? Over here. The little pigs. Oh my goodness. Hopefully this is going to look cute. It's going to have a watermelon on the bottom and the rind will be on the back. So I've got to have the green, and I've got it out here, but I don't have any on my plate yet. Hey Laurel, it's good to see you. All right. So there is the leg, okay? But you're not going to see the back part. I want to make sure I know which side's which. Now I'm going to take this and we're just going to paint this. I did go over it with some, there were some little indentions in this. They're always not very perfect. The gourds are not. Thank you, Miss Connie. I'm just going to kind of take this brush and just kind of do it like this. We're going to put this, paint this also. I didn't tear it off. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I'll tear this part off, but it looks like the little piglet tail, so we're just going to leave it like that. Hey, Miss Gloria, thank you for painting the page. Appreciate that. Thank you for being here. All right. I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to paint the whole thing along with his body, and then we'll kind of emphasize it a little bit with the brown. It's got something on it. Let's see. I don't want any boogers, so it'll make a line in there. It's kind of doing it anyway. Maybe I don't want this brush. Let me see. Thank you, Miss Gloria. I got it at Temu. All right, I'm going to use a lot more of the peach if I can find it. This is that sun-kissed peach. And I need to put a hole in it. Let's see. If you get a skewer, it does pretty good trying to clear that little way on there. So I'm going to put some more of this because it's going to take a good bit. Woo! There it comes out. I'm going to put some of this on it too. Some white. Because I don't want it to be as dark as that sun-kissed peach. We want it to be sort of skin color more than not. There. This one does better. It doesn't have that line in there, so that's good. All right. So I just sculpted this last night while I was talking to Marie, like I always do on the phone. Thank you for sending the stars. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do this right here, but I do want to take the other color and kind of put in here as well, which is the melon color, just to give it a little bit of differentiating between the face. Oh, I'm going on this and I'm not supposed to. Make sure. There we go. Let me get one of these little boogers. I don't want that to go right there because it's the watermelon. There we go. So just in case we go over it, And I'm going to dry it real good when I get it on here. Now I've drawn a line, but you can't see it very well from the pig out this way. But part of this is going to be green on the back, and then this is going to be red in the front. Is it storming there? It looks like we're going to get rain here. I think we're supposed to have it. We've actually had better weather than I thought, because I thought we were going to have really bad weather, and we didn't. We just kind of had a little bit of sun, actually, which maybe they'll be wrong about tomorrow. All right, I'm going to lean this so I can get underneath here. Ugh, what is this? It's probably the glue. That's probably what my problem is that I'm going into the glue. All right. So I kind of indented it a little bit. At the bottom to make him look like he's kind of got a chin or cheeks or whatever. All right, so this is that part. See the pig's face? Ours has been like yours. Finally it rained. We needed rain. I don't know if we need rain. I don't want any more. I'm tired of rain. I just want some sun for several days. All right, I've got like a top to one of my containers on the bottom of this to kind of make it flat. Did you get your... Yeah, I got my plants planted. I sure did. So that's a good thing. Golly. Don't go over glue with this, because that's what I did. All right, I'm going to kind of go right here. I'm just going to go around. I didn't make a line right here, so I'm just going to do it the best that I can. I want it just a little bit down, just like this. From where the watermelon's gonna be. There are some divots and everything in this. It's okay. It's on the back here. I did try to cover the ones that were on the top that were really bad. I put some paste of some sort anyway on there. I had done that whenever I cleaned it. I may do another coat because I can see underneath there. I can't stand that. So let me try to do this, and then I'll dry everything. I'm gonna see if it works. All right. That's pretty good. Let me see. Thank you. It says, we had a couple of nice days. Took the little ones to the carnival. Aw, I'm sure they enjoyed that. Let me try to get some more of this off my hands. I put it over there because I don't have enough room on my desk. It's just always something. Yeah, I hope I don't kill my gardenia. Because, or I hope it doesn't die, let's put it that way. I'm not supposed to say that word. We're talking about plants. It's not too bad when I dry it. Okay, I didn't get part of this, so let me just take my finger. Put on here for this part. Alright. You don't have good luck with plants, me either. But I'm going to try because I wanted to get a gardenia because I want the smell when I go outside. It's so nice. Gardenia is my favorite scent. Besides maybe a fresh cut grass. I like that too, but nobody wants that as a candle or anything. Alright. Dry, little booger. Dry. Alright. Now, what I think I'll do is go ahead and do the watermelon parts, and then we will do the rest of the pig again, okay? So we're going to do this part in the front, red. I'm going to get as close as I can. I'm going to lean it a little bit and go right underneath the face here, because it's very easy to get on the pig, and I don't want to do that. But when I sculpted it, it kind of just stayed there, so I just thought, well, I'll do that. Just leave it there instead of putting it on later. You lucked out. Started raining a little this afternoon. Yeah, me too. It hasn't rained here yet, but it's supposed to, I think. Alright, part of this is going to get a little bit of peach on it. But that's okay. Nothing's perfect in my world. So I'm just going to keep going. I've got my line there where the front of the watermelon is and the back. I do have that part, but I did not do any other parts. So I'm just going to keep going here. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it all the way to the bottom where that black piece is. Which I know y'all probably can't see that, but... There, see how that is? So it's going to be red on there. Then it'll be black on, I mean not black, green on the other side. Now this gourd is very imperfect. I think this is one of them that I got in Alabama. And he was very thrilled with his gourds and wanted to charge an arm and a leg. So I paid more than I thought that I would. Thank you. Hopefully it's going to turn out cute. Let's see here. Alright. So I'll probably have to do another coat of red because there's a lot of black spots in here. Alright, let me dry this. And I want to do the bottom part first and then finish out with the peachy colors, because if it goes on top of it, it'll be better. Well, I actually saw this on Pinterest, so I can't take the credit for this. Yeah, I'll put watermelon seeds. I will do that. All right, I'm going to do one more coat of the red. It does make it a little bit better. I am going to go over it with darker red too. Kind of the barn red. Will kind of make it look a little 3D-ish. covers up pretty good, considering. And watermelons aren't perfect either, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think I could come up with all these ideas without Pinterest helping me along the way on a lot of stuff, you know. I may paint it differently, but it's basically the same concept as somebody else. There's a lot of creative minds out there, that's for sure. Okay, so it looks a little better. All right, it's nice and watermelon-y. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the green. So let me get rid of the red. And I don't know what, I'm going to move this over here because I'm going to have to put another coat on the pig and do his nose. So let me see. This probably is the best one. It's Kelly Green by Apple Barrel. It's a matte color, and then I've got a darker color. Thank you. First thing I'm going to do is do this Kelly Green. Let me see. As usual, I didn't change my water. Not this time, but let's hope. Trying to get some of that glue off of there. I'm going to have to do another auction because I've got too many things. I've got all these things behind me plus all the other ones too that are in the living room. So I'm going to just first off make one coat of the green. Okay, so it's going to look like this on the back. And then I'll go back through there with a little bit lighter. And a little bit darker to make it look more like a watermelon. But we're going to get the one coat first. And then we'll make it look more like a watermelon rind. You're late. I haven't been doing very much. Is the pig face made from clay? Yes, it is. I had to just sculpt him. And his arms and legs too. That was the hardest part, trying to do all that. But I wanted to do it on a live. All right, let's see here. Doing this part right here is hard. I'm going to have to get a different brush to get right up in there next to the pig. And you want to kind of see it a little bit. I'm just going up underneath here. You're not really going to see the black thing underneath. Let me see this. It's just mainly to hold it. And I did caulk because this one's really irregular on the bottom. So I caulked right where the bottom is, and I'll show it to you once I get all this painted. Let me do this. There isn't one. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Some kind of button. I guess I could do this black green, since I got to color the white anyway. That way it'll look like part of it, right? Hey, Miss Pat, if you're on here. Miss Pat's my right-hand woman. All right, let's get this on here, and I'll show you the bottom. I guess I will do it green, at least for this part. See, this is real dented and stuff. It's not very good. I tell you, the ones you can get at Wellborn Farms, they're the best. They're like perfect. They're more expensive though, but they are perfect. All right, let's see. Did I get it all? All right. So see, there's the black. Oh, I missed a spot. And I had taken some caulk and caulked where it was not even. Thank you for painting the page, Miss Pat. All right, so let me dry this part, and I'll look at your comments. You know where it's supposed to be, but it's not there. Is that like a comment thing? Some on the bottom. This is pretty big, this gourd is. It's not as big as some of them I have out there. They're really big. Talking about the star button. Yeah, it should be on the bottom. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the red a little bit. Let me take this green out of here. They don't have the star button. I didn't have one for the longest time. I don't know what happened, but I did complain about it, and I got it back. I don't know if they listened, who knows, or it just happened to be that I got it back. Even went to notifications. It's no telling. Facebook will take it off, but maybe next time you come on, it'll be on. All right, I'm going to take this barn red. It's a darker red. We're going to go on the outside of the red that's already here. I kind of want it just a little bit wider. I'm making it just a little bit too wet. Don't want it to wet it. All right. So we want it to be three-dimensional, so I'm going to kind of make it a little bit wide right here. Normally I do a thinner line. I'm going to kind of lean this way. I'm just going to go over this with red right here, but I don't think it really matters. Hey Maria, how are you doing? Alright. I want it to be just a little bit thicker, so I just keep going. There we go. And I'm just going on the edges right now. All the way up to the pig's head. I just wanted enough so y'all can see it better. I'm going to put a little bit, not a lot, a little bit in between. Just to make it a little bit darker. All right, so there we go. There is the red. Okay, see the edge is a little bit darker. Getting ready to work, Jason. Oh, for work. Is he going to work? Hey, Miss Robin, thank you for painting the page. All right, now I'm going to take the green, okay? I'm going to take the darker green, which this is sort of like, I don't know, it's called English Ivy Green, and it's just a darker green. I don't know where my Hunter Green is. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to go kind of down. Right here. I'm just making a darker color, one whole row. Like this. Okay. You're ready to go to work? Thank you for the stars, whoever gave those. I'm just going to keep going down to the bottom here. Okay, so there's another one, and I'm just skipping every so often. We're just going to keep going down. And I don't care if at the bottom it's a little bit bigger than the top, because it's a watermelon rind, so we don't care. All right, so I'm keeping going around like that. Okay. Just keeping going. Like that. I'm just going to keep going until I get to the end. And it is thicker and all of that. Let me see here. One here. Let me get some more on here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alright. So kind of got, I'm going to try to do a little bit closer right here, because it won't be exactly the same if I don't. And then I'm going to do it right here. Make it just a little bit smaller. All right. So there we go. All the way around, okay? There we go. Let me see. This one may need a little bit thicker. Alright, just trying to get this at the bottom to look a little better. There we go. Alright. Looks like fun to paint. It is fun to paint. Hey, Miss Donna. Hey, Miss Penny. Hey, Miss Tony. How are you? All right, so let me see here. I'm going to take a little bit of white, and we're going to put a little white on it. But I just want it to be like this. I'll show you. It's going to make it look more like a watermelon by doing this. All right. So see the white? I'm just going to do it on one side of the darker green, and I'm kind of just twisting it a little bit. Just going back and forth a little. We're just giving it that look. They're all going to look a little different. Some are thicker than others. I just feel like it'll look a little better if I do it this way. All right. And we're going to keep going. All right. And I'm going to take a little bit of a lighter color and go in between. I just want it to look a little bit more watermelon-y. All right, let me see. Thank you for the hearts. And whoever gave the stars, which is probably Jason. He always gives me stars. Or Maria. Ooh, flea markets. That's my word right there. All right, I'm going to take this and go right here on the edge with white. Trying to go right there. Trying to get all the water out of it I can, but I want some water. All right. Do the same thing on this side. All right. Now I want to take some of that darker red. We're going to go back over that right next to it. I'm going to make it go out a little bit further. So let me get some of the white off of there. What all did you buy, Miss Tony? Love me some flea markets. All right. There. Now, I'm going to turn it around, okay? There we go. Those plants were pretty, thank you. My phone does not know how to spell. Some does not sound like dinner, so I don't know why it would put that word in. You know, Facebook does what it wants. So do our cell phones. It's okay. Thank you, Miss Penny. All right, so I'm going to take kind of a, I don't know, medium brush right here, a little pointy brush, and we're going to go in the black. And I'm just going to do some seeds on there. And I'm just laying my brush down. They're all different sizes. I'm just doing it a little bit here, a little bit there. I'll show it to you. I'm just sitting it on there. And hopefully they're not gonna run before I can dry them. Ooh, that one was a messy. Oh my goodness. So it's bigger. Let's see. One right here, one right here. Like that. All right, let me try to dry that real quick. We sure don't want them to run, but they sure can a little bit when you do it on there like that. Whose birthday? Miss Robin. Is it your birthday, girl? I need to get everybody's birthday. Y'all need to message me your birthdays. And out of each month, put your date of birth on there, and out of each month I'll pick somebody's name to get a little happy. Well, happy birthday. All right. I think it's dry enough. All right. There we go. So now it looks more like a watermelon. All right, so now let me try to dry these some. I'm going to turn these over. It's really the arms. The legs look pretty dry. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to just do it like this for a minute. Because if it's wet, I don't think it'll stay on there very long. We're going to do the best we can here. Yep, happy birthday. All right, now we got to paint the bottoms of these black. So I'm just going to use one of these medium brushes here. And I'm going to just do it like this. Now I did make a divot in here with something. I don't know what I had, but I made a divot. So it looks more like pig, whatever they are. Pig feet, I guess. All right, so there's one, and that's a lot better. It smells terrible though. Melted clay, I guess. Burned clay. All right. So there's the second one. Your birthday is June 30th. Y'all need to message me now with all your dates of birth. I may just pick Miss Robin to get this month because I've just thought about it. And it's not the first of the month, so I'll do it if everybody, whoever participates, I will put your name in a drawing. Woo, won't get on there. I missed a spot. All right, so let me pick this one up. Do this last little foot. On here. See how there's a little divot in there? Yeah, happy early birthday. All right, so there's his little foot. And I think I got it dry enough, so we're pretty good. Let me move this out of the way. Let me fix, well, I gotta do is, all right, hold on. We're gonna, pieces that I, all right, get over here like that. Let me do his little nose. All right, first, and I've got some. So I'm gonna do this, but I wanna mix it with the peach. I don't want it too much different. We're just going to take this and go over it. It's going to look cuter than I thought when it gets all done. I want a little bit. Let me get a little of the white. There we go. Y'all see what I'm trying to do here. Now let me get a little bit more peachy, or a little bit more melon. Get a little bit more for this side. Okay. All right. So here he is. That's his little nose. Oh, somebody's husband had a birthday. All right. So let me see. I think I'm going to take some of that same color and I'm going to go on the top all the way around. Around the ears here. I want the ears to kind of have a little bit of color too. We want it to be light. We don't want too dark. So I'm kind of mushing the color up in there. I don't know if that's a word, but that's what I'm going to do. All right. And then just keep going around here. I'm getting a little bit of water. You just want to give him some color on the outside of him. I still want the kind of flesh tone to be the main part of him. A little bit of water. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of black and we're going to go right at the edge of his nose. So we'll have to come back with the peach color because I don't want it to look too dingy right there. But I want it to look like the nose is on top, so you always put darker underneath. All right, so see what it did? See that? A little bit of darker under there. Green paint on Piggy Cheek. Oh, I see it. Okay. Thank you for saying that, Laurel. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I gotta go back over that, don't I? Got some up here too. Do I have it on my hand or something? Let's see. Maybe not. There we go. Now let me get some of this color. Go back right here. It's hard to see all this underneath. There we go. It's a little better there. All right, so now I want to get a little bit of that color, so I'm going to get a new fresh one, if I can find it, right here. Hey, Miss Jerry, how are you doing? Thank you for painting the page. Woo, there we go. Too much, but better than not enough. So let me see here. I want to get all of that paint out of there because we don't want any big spots on it. And then I'm going to just go to the edge right here. And we're going to go around the eyes. And I'm trying to go very gently right here in the center. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'll show it to you when I get finished with this outline. Now. All right. So there's his eyes. Now we're going to take a very tiny black brush. Let me get that rinsed out better. Yeah, always let me know if there's some terrible spots. I'll try to go back and look at it because sometimes it's hard to see. So cute. Thank you, Chris. All right, so what I'm going to do, this is a very pointy brush. I'm going to roll it around in the black, okay? Let me make sure this is all dry. I'm going to dry it just a little bit because I'm scared I'm going to mess something up. Once his little legs and arms are on there, it'll look a whole lot cuter. But we got to make sure we do his face first. So, pointy, roll it around in there, just a tiny bit of water, because you want it to flow very naturally. So I'm doing it very lightly so I don't get a big line. And there's a little fuzz or something on the end of it. Hate that. All right. Roll it back on there again. Go back to what we're doing. If you get little stuff on there. You shouldn't have to go back in the paint, but sometimes I do because I don't get enough on there. So I'm just having to go around. And then I just keep going. I'm going to show you after I get done with this part. Go all the way to the down part, to the nose. All right. So far, so good. Now we're also going to go in the nose where the nostrils are. We'll go with a little bit of black. Hey, Sandy, thank you for painting the page. I appreciate it. All right. So that's the eyelid, okay? Now I'm going to go back over that. Hey there, Gingerly Creations. Hey, Miss Gina. If y'all don't follow her, y'all need to go follow her. She's got some great ideas, y'all. So definitely do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the black part of the eye. And this is just like coloring with the color book. Now I did take a little tool and I did indent the eyes instead of like putting it on there with a pencil. All right, let me do the other side. And they're not perfect. Trying to make it as round as I can for the eyeball. Because it's clay, it kind of does what it wants to. All right, let me do it a little bit better on the bottom. Please don't let anything paint get on my shirt. I want to put it on my shirt, but I'm scared. All right. All right, this is better. Let me get one little bitty bit right there. There we go. All right, so here are the eyes, okay? And we're gonna do the white after we fix the little eyelids. You're welcome. Booger. Always gets a booger. There we go. All right, that may be enough. And I'm rolling it around in that as well, so I'm going to go ahead and do the whites of his eyes since I'm doing it, even though I said I was going to do the other one better or first. All right, I got a thing on here again. Come on. Now, once you do your white, you can go back with the black if it's not perfect. I'm just going to do the best I can here. That's pretty good. Any mess ups, you can always go back over with the color that you need to. I'll show you when I get finished with the white. There we go. All right. So there's the white. And we're going to make him some little eyelashes, just a little bit too. Now I'm going to get the black and we're going to go right over it so we can make a nice straight line. Where the white is. It really should have been dried first and then do it. But Tanya didn't do that. Keep wanting to stick it in the white. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to take the peachy color and we're going to go back over the top just a little bit to get it to look a little better. Now I want some water. I want it to look nice and wet. Right in here. kind of got a little divot in there, so it's a little bit hard to make a straight line, but I'm doing the best I can here. So all I can say is hold your breath and then do it. Ugh. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, now we're going to get a little bit of black, so we're going to make the lashes. I'm getting a little bit of water so I can roll it in here, but you don't want too much. I'm going over this edge right here too. Rest of it's pretty good. Clay's kind of hard to get just right. All right, so let me see. It's a little bit too wet. This side did a little better. Now, I'm going to take the black. We're going to make eyebrows. And then I'm going to do a little bit in the nose, so you can see it a little better. And then I'm going to put a white in the eye, and we're going to put the arms and legs on. Draw that. Thank you for painting the page. Thank you, Maria. Hey, Nancy. Now, I want to put him a little bit of blush on, because y'all know how I am about my blush. And I always put some up here. And I just push it in there because it's clay. Okay. Try to get some right up above here. There. Pretty good. All right, so now we've got to adhere the arms and legs. So this is the tricky part. I'm going to use some of the super glue as well, and hopefully that'll, you know, keep it. And let's see here. Let me see if these are the right way. Because I may have them backwards. I think they're okay. Let me look. Yeah. So I have them right. All right. So now I'm going to get some hot glue and some glue gel. I'm going to put a big lump of this right here. And then try to do this. A good amount. And hold it for a minute. It's going to look so cute. All right. The same thing for this. Good amount right here in the middle. And do this a minute. All right, I'm just going to hold it for a second. I'm just taking a little white and going on his face here. All right, so here are his legs. Okay. And then we're going to do the arms, so that's going to make it even better. All right, let's see here. All right. I'm going to take this, put a big wad right there. Put this like that. And I'll probably put some right there. And I'll have to go back and touch up a little bit. I want to hold it a second. Seeing where the glue needs to go. All right. Now, I'm going to go down just a little bit. I don't know if it needs it there or not. Looks like it. So I'm trying to get it right behind his face a little bit. I think they're on there pretty good. Let me get some pig color right there. And we're just going to go right above here. Right where I've got a spot. Do it right in here. So it looks like it's all matching. Make sure. Now I think it needs a little bit of this. Right up here. I want a little water. Just giving him a little bit of color besides this color. And a little bit on his arms, but just a little. Put a little water. it looks kind of color. And then we gotta do one last leg. Goodness, isn't this cute? It probably needs a little bit on his rear end too. Let me see. Get a little bit on his tail. Then we'll be done. Let me just put a little bit in here. Then I'll turn him all the way around so y'all can see him. My goodness. Let me see. I think I want to do this at the bottom. Let me do this. A little bit darker right here to look like the bottom of his body. Right in there a little bit. Right in here a little bit. I don't know, are their tails the same color? Or are they black? I don't even know. All right, y'all ready? Oh my goodness, isn't he cute? Having a wonderful nurse this week. My husband used to be a respiratory therapist. He passed away 7 years ago. I'm sorry, Miss Nancy. I know you miss him. Thank you, Lynn. So I'm going to turn him around, y'all. That way he's on a watermelon. Same color. He's adorable. Thank you. Now I may take a little bit of white and put on his, the black part of his foot there. That way it looks like a little, I don't know. Should I do it down? I don't know. I did just a little on there so you could see it a little better. Thank you, Miss Pat. Thank you, Miss Donna, Miss Carol. Y'all are so sweet. I like him. He's cute. Now, I'm going to be on tomorrow night with Craft Round the Clock at 6:45 Central. So I hope that y'all will come for that. I don't know what I'm going to make yet, so I got to sit here and think about it a minute. You love the tail? It looks good. Their tail looked weird. It didn't look right. So sometimes it looks better just like this. I think it looks cute. I wish it was curly, but it's not. But it's good enough. I like it like that. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Deb. Yes, Craft Round the Clock at 6:45 Central tomorrow night. I'll be here for that, and then I'll be on Wednesday, my normal time, and Friday. I won't be on Thursday or Tuesday. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Miss Paula. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Gloria. Thank y'all for the hearts and whoever gave the stars, like I said. I appreciate you being here, and I will see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow night. Bye.